All right, looks like MOW is gonna maybe not be happy, but they'll be happy enough with this hub. So we're gonna get map 1 underway right now on Codex. MOW versus Mesa kicking off. And there we go. Here is your countdown. 3, 2, 1, and it's game time, baby. Connex 5 with the second matchup of my day, third one of our day overall. Got MOW versus Mesa again, starting off with the 2v2 portion. Big flat primary to open things up and eats a rocket. This is nice double kill there by Wasty over that 100 armor area. Should have an easy grab of that. He's in position now to try to take that around the map and look for the MOW players who are going to be relatively weak coming off those spawns. They've actually done a great job breaking down his armor. Gets the kill on Seth, but all the way down to 24 HP. That was actually very close. Their 100 armor spawn. So Wasty again. Mesa actually grabbing these 100 armors relatively uncontested. We'll see if that continues. Right now, pretty much all of those pickups have gone Mesa's way. I mean, you can see even the 50s solely going to them at this point. MOW is going to need to turn that around very quickly, but of course, still very early on in this one. Plenty of opportunity for MOW to make some plays. But that's why you got a quick lead by Mesa. We do have the amp spawning right now. We'll see if anyone gets up to this one. Incepto's with it right off the bat and has some armor behind him. Gonna try to drop down and, ooh, unfortunately for Ponex, jumps right into his combo. In the mid-air flak, so Mesa off to a very hot start. Controlling this map right now, and still 10 seconds till the belt spawns, but every opportunity to slide in behind MOW's players that have freshly respawned. Do some big damage. There's another kill, up to 12 to 1. And a smart play by Mesa. They're going basically power up to power up. I mentioned it before in previous games where you often see teams that'll go basically fall back to that 100 armor / shock rifle area in between major fights. Another big flak. Inceptus is on fire right now. Already 11 frags, 0 deaths. He's constantly got armor in his hands, and that's a big part of it. Oh, and this time it's Wasty basically stealing the kill from him. Lots of flak coming out, running around with, oh, the direct rocket into his teammate's back. That's not going to help. He does follow it up with a combo. But now we've got Belt and Amp spawning at the same time. Looks like Inceptos going to go ahead and head over to that shield belt. Try to push MOW off with a nice double shock ball combo right there, setting the trap. He gets the belt. Wasty gets the amp. Not a lot of armor on Wasty, but he does have his teammate right there, so we can, if he drops it, perhaps drop it to him. Oh, the nice amped flak ball right now takes him out instantly. Does go down though. So Amp Run coming up huge early on. I mean, you can see right now just how one-sided it's been so far. A couple of 100 armor vests did go to MOW, but Belt and Amp completely in Mesa's control. And already opening up a pretty big damage gap, so really the scoreboard does all the talking so far. We'll see if MOW can kind of reorganize and get some, get some organization out of the challenge these power-ups. What I'm seeing from Inceptos and Wasty, though, is they're constantly orbiting around each other. So every time MOW thinks that they have a one-on-one situation with a Mesa player, we see the other Mesa player flying around the corner. You see the Inceptos kill there, putting him up to a dominated, still has yet to die. So a dominating spree by him, another killing spree by Wasty. Right now, these guys are just jumping out to an early lead. and running with it. Wasty grabbing that amp. Both players on Mesa still above 100 armor. I feel like they've had over 50 armor practically the entire match. It's just what it looks like when you manage to take control of that map. Still tons of time left, but if you're Mesa, you definitely don't want to slow down at any point here. Take a quick look at the scoreboard. You can see we are in an NA server, so some people ask. They are going to have to swap back and forth, so starting off on the east coast of the US, we'll be going to the London hub after this for map 2, which will be deck. And realistically here, if we don't see things turn around, this could be an early concession. See Wasty at 15-2. Inceptos over here, 16-2. So he actually did finally die a couple times. Got up to a dominating to open the match off. Or to start the match off, open the match up rather. So Amp spawns in 5, Belt spawns in 5. Inceptos only has a sniper rifle, so you saw that. There you go, grabbing the link, but you saw that shock rifle get grabbed by his teammate. Amp actually goes to Wasty with 5 HP, so interesting move there. Giving the Amp to their weak player, is going to go up top to maybe try to take some safe shots. 100 armor spawns in 7 seconds. You see him maybe delaying, doesn't want to get there too early and get shot down off it. Nice job helping out his teammate, and gets the double kill to give him a rampage. Remember, he was 5 HP when he grabbed that Amp, so really nice, patient, smart play there by Wasty to stay alive and wait for his moment, circle around the map, stock back up, and then take the shots that he could grab while his teammate was distracting. Oh, and another flag. Double kill by Inceptos with the flag. How many times so far this game have we seen a Mesa player and an MOW player engage with each other in like a mid-range sniper or shock duel, and then out of nowhere, from off screen, we see the other Mesa player fly in and just kill them with the flat cannon. We've seen that multiple times, just all game long. They've been, like I said, kind of orbiting around each other, been calling out opponents very well, helping each other out. That time, Ponex gives them a taste of their own medicine. He gets the instant kill with that flat cannon. This can be a very flat-heavy map, as we've seen already earlier today, and flat going back and forth there. Mesa getting the best of them, though, up to a 34 frag lead. Amp is up. We're only about halfway through this one, but you do get the feeling that map 1's probably decided at this point. We'll see who can get this Amp. Seth Dackham's actually going to get a free grab of that Amp, so Mesa losing a little bit of focus on that Amp, but they get the kill and pick it right back up. You see that shield buff going there, 6-1. That should actually be 7-1, I think. And then 13-2 on the 100 armor. So pickup's completely one-sided this game. Only 17 seconds of Amp time, too. And just all of that adds up. I mean, you look at the damage difference. Really just been all Mesa this game. Inceptos with another rampage. Started off the match dominating. Went down a couple times. Answers back with another rampage. Look at how stocked up he is with those weapons and ammo at the bottom. Really just a good indicator of how solidly they've been controlling this map. Of course, the score, also a good indicator there. Belt's going to be up. Inceptos in position. Just comboing everyone off. Ooh, almost a double kill with that instead. Has to settle for the single kill off the fadeaway flak. Amp is up. MOW did manage to snag one of these Amps recently off the spawn. As it looks like Mesa maybe not quite on top of it as they were before, but this time A clean grab for them. Both players with 100+ armor. And just so hard to break that control when they have that big of an advantage. Oh, nice. Combo by Wasty off the wall dodge. That's actually an extremely difficult shot with so much going on in front of you and all of that movement to keep your focus and track your shock ball like that. Made it look easy, but that was actually a really hard shot. So we are past the 5 minutes to go point. Last third of this map. Completely one-sided at this point. We'll see how long they decide to play this one out. Remember, map 2 will be in the European hub, so MOW's home turf, if you will. That'll be on DM deck. Racy right now, you can see no mercy here by Mesa, and you know that's kind of just the way you play, right? As soon as you start pulling off the gas and slowing down, that's when you get those games where all of a sudden you give up a big comeback. Oh, and the goo kill there on the shield belt. Such a classic play. I'm surprised we haven't seen that more since we started playing Codex and 2v2s. That and like corrugation in 2K4. There were just so many goo kills. I think I remember seeing, I think it was a double team kill on the 100 armor in the middle of corrugation by I want to say Continuance one time. Just so many crazy moments that happen when you throw goo at power-ups. And another killing spree by Inceptos gives you any idea of just how efficient of a game these two are having. 9 deaths combined between the two. Wasty answers right back with a spree of his own with a nice shock primary juggles there. Big double combo right there. Smacks 2 of them down. Only gets 1 kill, but heavy damage to both of them. I like that wall run there too. So that little corridor, that little stairway is kind of a classic area to get trapped versus flak and just get absolutely disintegrated. Even going back to the UT99 days, I used to love pulling out flak. Anytime I went through that little corner, I would switch to flak cannon. That wall run gives you a lot more options to try to avoid that. You know, if you turn a corner and you get surprised, at the very least, it gives you that little bit more time to maybe dodge off a wall, make some sort of evasive maneuvers. So Inceptos grabs Amp. You do see Wasty's actually out of ammo. Inceptos now looking for targets to just try to close this one out strong. The game is well in hand for them. Map 2 will be coming up next as soon as we switch hubs. This will bring them 1 map away from their first points of the day for Mesa. Oh, whiffs with the rockets, and Seth gets into his face with flak, takes him out. We did see Wasty grab that shield belt. And then the 100 armor does go to Inceptos, and that's a smart play. You see the armor's being distributed very well by Mesa. Rather than stacking up one player super high, giving them both 100+ armor. So you see a double kill coming out. We do have our last amp of the game spawning here soon, and really Mesa Gaming here just going for broke. I don't know what the highest score we've seen from one team on Codex has been in UTPL, but I feel like this is probably going to be it. This has just been a crazy display of fragging ability by Mesa. Really great teamwork and coordination. Obviously staying on top of the map. We've seen them keep timing of all the power-ups. They did lose control of this amp a little bit going after kills, but firmly in control the whole time. There we go, closing it out, 10 seconds to go. Give you another look at the scoreboard. Huge damage, 10k damage in a 2v2. Very impressive. Map 1 for Mesa. We will be moving, though, to MOW's home hub. So we'll be on their server for Map 2 deck. Coming up here in just a second. Give them a minute to swap over to the other server, and we'll be right back with you. All right, I do believe we're going to be on the London hub, so just waiting for that game to pop up here. Okay, it looks like we're going to have to get that hub spun up, so could just be a couple of minutes, so bear with us. I'm going to send you over to that intermission screen just so you got a little bit of music and something to look at. A little bit prettier than the server browser, but yeah, don't go too far. We'll be bringing you map 2 of the 2v2 portion of this matchup coming up next. All right, server is up. We're going to jump in there and bring you the second map here. We will be on deck. This will be Mesa's map pick. Remember, they just stormed through Codex on their home server, taking map 1.
Hail to the king, baby.
All right, so Seth and Uzi jumping in here, and Septos and Wasty for Mesa. 1 map lead for Mesa, trying to secure the first point of this matchup. So you can see the ping difference. Again, this is going to be on MOW's home server. We did have match 1 on Mesa's home server. It will be the opposite for the map picks, though. Map pick number 1 was MOW's on Codex. We saw how that went. This is Mesa's map pick, so we'll see how that plays out, basically swapping map and server picks here. All right, looks like players are readying up. Finally got them ready to go in a brand spanking new hub. Hot off the presses. Hot off the presses. And here is your countdown. 3, 2, 1. Man, it's game time, baby. Connex 5 bringing you map 2 now. Remember, we kicked off this matchup with the 2v2 portion. Mesa taking map 1 convincingly. We are switching hubs, though. This will be their map pick on MOW's server. We'll see what they can do to try to close it out and get the first points of the day. MOW, of course, trying to take map 2 to force a tiebreaker. Oh, Rocket's coming down from above. Seth taking out Wasted, getting himself that 100 armor. We do have about 20 seconds till this belt spawns. We'll see who can get in position for it. Of course, deck being such a dangerous map. We'll back up and get a view of who's kind of in position. You got Inceptos right above it right there. Seth and Uzi coming through the doorway. Takes one big combo from Inceptos. Seth jumps down and grabs it. He'll have Inceptos above him, trying to track him down from above. Thinks about going for those jump boots. Opts away from it. And MOW now running around. 3 players with 100+ armor at the same time. Kind of rare to see that. Amp does spawn in 10 seconds though, so we'll keep an eye out. See who can get in position up there. So Amp is up a little bit delayed, so we'll see if that throws anybody's timing off. But Wasty able to get it in his hands. And this is going to be exactly what they want. Amp sniper rifle running around on deck, just looking for targets. This is something you can kind of get away with a higher ping. And Septos starts off the match on a killing spree. He was red hot in map 1. Started off, I believe, with a dominating. Continuing that streak here. Wasty, meanwhile, down low. Oh, nice mid-air shot. And the mid-air sniper on Seth as well. The double kill right on top with the jump boots. Grabs the belt. And Mesa wasting no time picking up where they left off after map 1. So we do have Belt and Amp spawning at the same time. Big combo by Seth. 100 armor does go to Wasty though, so it's a nice job of keeping timing of that. Coming off the death across the map, still knew exactly to drop down and grab it. The perfect timing. That's good focus in team deathmatch. Again though, Amp and Belt spawning at the same time. This is where something like jump boots can really come into play. Oh, allowing you to grab both. Wasty falls down into the drink. Amp will be up. Belt will be up. You have Inceptos up top. He goes down. Uzi ends up with the shield belt. Damage amplifier, though, sitting right there, and Wasty will grab that double damage and have an opportunity to go in and run with it. Oh, that was a huge combo off that Amp. Wasty still trying to track him down. Actually, not a whole lot of shots coming out. All things considered, given that we're on deck, a lot of times Amp sniper rifle in mid, you can just play duck hunt basically and click, click, click and get kill after kill. So a decent job by MOW of avoiding that Amp runner. But again, you see Inceptos on a killing spree. We'll go see what it's looking like from his perspective. And look at that, Incepto single-handedly out-damaging MOW right now, early on, just getting off to, again, a red-hot start. And look at how many pickups Inceptos has already. Seth Dackham actually challenging him for that with the same amount, but Inceptos nevertheless having a huge start to his day. Oh, Rocket's coming down from above. Actually, it was a flak ball. Seth taking him down. We do have Amp up. And it looks like Uzi grabbed it. Go on board with him. Down 12, about a third of the way into this one. There's still plenty of time on the clock. These are the situations they need to find themselves in. Amp in hand, shock rifle, they need to find targets. And this is where communication is so huge. For such a small map, it can actually be surprising how easy it is to hide from an Amp runner if you have your coordination and your communication in order. Oh, nice job baiting him into a combo, and that can be really tough on this map. If you chase people around corners and down hallways, you can eat damage very quickly if they know you're coming. Nice double snipe there by Uzi. Pulling within 9 now. So still within striking distance for sure. And Seth Dacom now going on a killing spree, pulling them back within 7. Oh, big combo from behind and Wasty. And that's great teamwork. You saw Inceptos was peeking at him up top, told his teammate exactly where he was, able to come around that corner and take him out instantly. $100 armor is up, but you do have belted amp spawning in just a few seconds. Let's back up. You have a few players actually heading over to the pit, trying to get control of that 100 armor. Inceptos has boots, but I think he's going to spot that shield belt, go up for that. Will he go up for amp? No, he takes it down to the pit. Interesting. I don't know if he didn't have timing of it or maybe just didn't think to peek at it. Oh, that might have been the end of his jump boots. I thought he would have jumped from belt to amp. It might have been out of boots. Wasty's got it, though. Only 25 HP, so he'll have to run away. Oh, nice close range shot. That's almost instinctive at that point. You're almost just defending yourself. Barely have time to aim in a situation like that. Seth does take him down from above, so Uzi will have a few seconds of amp. There's that double damage sniper, but they've got him pinned in there with the shock rifle. Take him out. Down to a 12 frag lead, though, so MOW hanging around in this one right now as we approach the halfway point. Shield belt spawns any second. Back up and see who can get an angle on it. It's up right now. Seth Dacom jumping down from above. He beats Wasty down to it now. Wasty does have jump boots. He could try to challenge him. Looks like no, he's actually going to run back to that 100. Oh, almost a long-range mid-air rocket by Seth Dacom. Doesn't quite connect. Now back to a 13 frag lead. It's kind of been hovering back and forth between like 10 to 15 frag leads here for Mesa. Obviously, if you're Mesa, you'd like to push that a little bit higher, especially on such a small map. You just don't want to leave a team in the game on this map. You can make up deficits so quickly. We've seen especially in 4v4 games, but even in 2v2, you can just put so many points on the board so quickly on a map of this size. Inceptos did grab that amp. Let's go on board with him. So not a whole lot happening with that amp run. Kind of empty towards the middle of the game. You do sometimes see those. But keeping it out of his opponent's hands, especially when you're trying to prevent them from making a comeback. Oh, big combo. Smacks them both down. No kills coming out, but huge damage. And another combo by Inceptos. Perfect timing. Earns himself another killing spree. We'll take a look at the scoreboard here. Inceptos with another huge game, 21-9 already. Big direct rocket and back up to a 17 frag lead. Last 60 seconds or so, they've really extended that lead out. So you do have amp and belt spawning at about the same time. Going to happen every few cycles. We'll back up and see if anyone's in position. Amp hasn't had people necessarily waiting on it right as it spawns this game. If MOW is going to try to come back in this one, that could be an opportunity. If they can get the exact timing for it and beat Mesa there and get some clean grabs, that could be what they need to have a chance to put some strings of frags together. You see both power-ups just hanging out. Kind of surprised to see nobody jumping on them. Uzi's going to piston up to the belt down low. You see that. And Septo's in position to amp, maybe trying to bait MOW to jumping for it. Doesn't want to take the risk himself. There it is. Wasty jumps down from up top. Only 30 HP, so he goes down. Seth Dackham now will actually have the opportunity to grab it himself. And this could be the pivotal time of the match to see if Seth can make something happen with this amp run. There's one big shot, another big shot taken out in Septos. Now it's kind of all a game of hide and seek now. Can Mesa stay alive? There it is. Okay. They managed to kind of avoid that amp runner. Still a 15 frag lead. That's exactly what MOW needs to do, though. They got to look at some amp runs to try to pull back into this one. Mesa, though, taking control of the map. See if they can churn some spawn kills out quickly and put this one away. So shield belt up. We're going to head over to it. Oh, gets knocked right off. You see Uzi was able to grab it, but took some fire. Did get out of the goo fairly cleanly and did some damage of his own. So Seth with another amp run. Let's see what he can do with it. Still looking for targets. Needs to pull at least a handful of kills off on pretty much every amp run here to have a chance to come back into it. Oh, there's a huge combo from across the map. MOW has played much better the second half of this map. Unfortunately for them, kind of just running out of time at this point. They've kind of drawn even. And there's a nice double kill on top of the belt. That was a big turnaround there, keeping him off the power up, taking it for his own, and getting the 2 kills. And now they need to chase them down off the spawn. Both Mesa players restarting from scratch. This is their opportunity, but they have to make the most of it. Oh, big combo. Knocks him down into the slime. Can't get the finishing blow, though. And now time going to be a factor. Need 15 kills. And I think Mesa may have just taken enough time off the clock. Down to 14 frags. Backed up to 15. And if you're MOW, you can't really afford to trade at this point. Amp is up. And this could be a big critical amp grab right now. See who can get in position for it. Uzi's across the map. He's trying to make his way over via the ramp. Seth Dackham is down low. You can get it from below like that, but not under pressure. He's going to take some shots. So there we go. Amp run here with 13 frags to go. There's 1 kill. Uzi's looking for him off the spawn. Can't afford to give up anything here. Oh, and there's the rockets by Inceptos, and I think that might put it away. Inceptos surviving, grabbing that amp, and I think that'll be map 2. Going to Mesa and snagging the first points of this matchup. Hey, look at this. Quick look at the scoreboard. You see, back or all the way down to a 9 frag lead. So I mean, MOW fighting all the way to the end of this one, pulling it back down to a single-digit deficit. Some huge plays in the last few minutes. Unfortunately for them, I think they're just going to come up a little bit short on time. Finishing it with a killing spree of Seth Dackham, back to an 8 or down to an 8 frag lead, and just running out of time. So Mesa hangs on. First point of the matchup goes to them in the 2v2. I think we'll be bringing you the 4v4 games after this, and then the duels after that, but stick around while we confirm that. First point going to Mesa, and we will have the following matches coming up next. All right, looks like they're doing some last second negotiations on maps and hubs and stuff. But it looks like we will be playing 4v4 coming up next. Just got to get that hub up and jump right into it. I guess we can take this opportunity to look at Twitch chat. You know, be a good little influencer and engage with my audience. Cornholio, appreciate that. I could always go in Cameo, right? I've heard Cameo like guys like Gilbert Gottfried, basically like a significant portion of their income now is just them sitting around their table with a beer, like recording 20 cameos a day that are just 90 seconds of them goofing off for people that pay them to do it. I'm not a big enough celebrity to make like $100 a thing. Maybe I could charge like $5, basically be the equivalent of Fiverr. Be like, all right, for $5, I'll say whatever you want into a camera. I would only need to do that for like, I don't know, 20 hours a day, and that'd be home free. Cameo is a site basically where you basically just do what I said. You basically can pay a celebrity a set amount of money to record like a 60 to 90 second promo basically on camera. So like companies will do that, like to you know, have like David Hasselhoff say something about their company to lead into like a company-wide meeting or something. So you're not paying a lot of money in and of itself. I've seen like old professional wrestlers, like Mick Foley has some funny ones. Of course, like all the way down to like actors and stuff. The hockey guys from Letterkenny, you know, get paid to do that. Really anyone. I mean, if that's the particular app or site or whatever it is that I know about, but it's basically the concept of Fiverr, just basically paying someone to do a quick promo for you that might be improvised, it might be funny, it might be, you know, simple. Favorite moment, honestly, not to I don't know, not to call anybody out for anything, but seeing Seth get blasted off the map. We had what, 3 or 4 people get blasted off of cannon in the 2v2 earlier. And again, not to call anybody out, but seeing Seth come up just an inch shy of saving himself from landing back on the jump boots walkway. I don't know, that's always hilarious to me. There's just so much tension that happens immediately. You go from someone having armor and damage amp, and next thing you know, they're flying through the air. It's like, oh, but they have boots. Okay, they have boots. They have to do this perfectly. And then they do it, and it looked like maybe he was going to make it, but maybe he wasn't. And that was just, all of a sudden, this roller coaster ride of emotions happened in about a 5-second period. You know, can't argue with that logic. Which of these guys do you think started this server with that name? All right, looks like we might be getting started on London. There's still been some negotiation back and forth, trying to figure out like the order of the hubs and such. Although it looks like MOW may have a player that had to drop for family reasons, so we'll see what happens there. Could be a situation like we saw last week where they have to decide whether or not to swap someone out. So far, we have only played the 2v2 in this matchup. We've had some personnel and scheduling issues. Some debating over which hubs to join in.
Baby.
So we still got to do 4v4s and duels. It looks like Mesa's ready to go. They are jumping on the London hub to play deck. It looks like, though, it might be a forfeit loss if MOW can't find their fourth. So that's kind of been why we've had a delay here. But that's okay, because when we have delays like this is when we get time to catch up. Like, we never talk anymore. That's right, dude. By the way, keep in mind you're on a 30-second delay, so I see your chat instantly. You won't hear me respond for 30 seconds. So. Honestly, it's really hard to say with the current rankings. This season is one big wild card. You have a bunch of teams that have kind of shifted around. You have players that have bounced around. You have teams like Mesa that were just formed last season that really have a lot of growth still ahead of them. I think Mesa will be challenging for top 3. You have teams like LATAM that I think will be challenging for top 5. Both of them, relatively newcomers. SAS is still looking great. They're probably going to be undefeated. All-Stars is very formidable. Both of those teams, though, All-Stars and SAS, I should say, certainly could, would be your favorites, but have looked potentially vulnerable, human perhaps even. So it could be a situation when we get into playoffs, anything can happen, and that's the whole thing. Like, yeah, throughout the course of a season, the best teams are usually going to win the most consistently. But when it comes down to one given game, one given map, anything can happen. So we're only halfway through the season now. We're halfway through week 5, so pretty much right there. And some teams have obviously more matches played than others. So that's the thing. The rankings, when you look at them on the website, kind of hard to make an apples to apples comparison. You had a team, was it LATAM that started off playing like 2 of the top tier teams to kick the season off. So, sometimes you get teams with 1 or 2 matches under their belt and they have no points and you think, oh, they're done for. But then they could rattle off 4 or 5 wins in a row where they get a ton of points on the board really quickly. So the current rankings on the website, they're certainly relevant and valid and everything, but you do have to keep that in mind. I mean, especially with a team like SAS who's just storming through everybody. Everybody who's played SAS has gotten 0 points for that week. So if teams haven't played them yet, puts them in a completely different position on the rankings. Oh, it looks like... Okay, it looks like Fast Break is around. So he was the one who kind of disappeared for a second. So MOW does have 3 players in the server. It looks like they do have a 4th available. So no forfeits. After all that, after all the talking, we've got 7 players in the server. Just need an 8th, and we'll be ready to go. Hey DC, I was talking a little bit there, but really the truth of the matter is I'm looking at Discord. Not a whole lot to say at the moment. There's some talking between the captains and the admins. Unfortunately, just waiting for them to kind of come up with a decision. So we're just kind of awaiting word. It looks like if nothing else, we should have some duel matches soon. And we'll let them figure out what to do with the 4v4 portion and rules, blah, blah, blah. I don't have to be a bureaucrat because I'm not helping run this league. But yeah, I mean, taking a look at the schedule here. LATAM, of course, taking 5 points, so you'll see them jumping up in the rankings soon. Mesa versus MOW playing right now. LATAM coming back to play All-Stars in our late game. Don't know if that's going to be delayed at all. At this point, we still have at least 2 more duels left to play in this matchup. But that will finish off our week. Of course, UTProLeague.com will have full schedule for the rest of the season. And of course, we're going to lead into a playoff at the beginning of August. So keep that in mind when you're taking a look at these rankings. These will not determine final placement in the season this season, unlike in prior seasons. So the points will get you a seed. The seed will get you into the playoffs. And then you still have to earn your way through that. So you can see every team now with at least 3 matches in the books. So making our way right along. Remember, there's 9 teams. Everybody plays everybody. So basically, you're going to have 8 weeks, right? Or is it 9 weeks? It might be 9 weeks. Plus playoffs. Nice long season, but getting it done every single weekend, so. So MOW, again, insisting that they don't have the players to play the 4v4. Not sure if that's official yet, but it looks like that may be the case. So that'll be 2 more points going to Mesa Gaming. So that'll be 3 on the board for them. Again, we're looking at the rankings, so just keep that in mind. They'll have their 4th match played and at least 12 points. So that'll pop them into the top 3. All right, so still doing a little bit more negotiating over servers, maps, and all of that business. This is the longest conversation I've seen in Discord in quite some time. So I'm going to go ahead and let them figure that out. I'm going to take one more quick break to grab myself some more water and be back here, hopefully, to get these duels kicked off. So again, we're about halfway through. Mesa versus MOW, and duels coming up next. All right, looks like we do have first duel up. We'll be joining that and should be back to playing video games here in just a couple minutes. All right, here we go. Duel number one. Looks like we've got exit next right for Mesa versus Ponex for MOW. Not entirely shocking. At this point, exit next right, really a dual specialist for Mesa, so nobody's super surprised to see him in here. Ponex, of course, going to jump in for MOW. They've been using him a lot of the season, and we do see some teams doing that. Some with rosters that are mixed, some with dual specialists. Of course, that's just one more person to split your prize money with, right? All right, here we go. Players are ready. And here comes your countdown. There you go. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5. Jumping back into this one. Duel number one between Mesa and MOW. Exit next right. First time we're seeing him in action today. Dual specialist. Oh, for Mesa. Tossing a rocket straight down Ponex 5's nose to back him away. Doesn't follow up and get the kill. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him at all, but certainly grabbing himself an early advantage in the opening moments here. Combos pushing him away. You see him dancing around that 100 armor. A bit of a game of chicken. Ponex actually grabs it. So remember, exit next right. The early damage with that rocket didn't follow up and get the kill, and actually out of position to get that 100 armor. So maybe a bit of a missed opportunity for him. As Ponex able to fight his way back in, grab that 100 armor, and now he's in position to keep him off of, oh, that shield belt, but he shoots himself in the face with the rocket. Oh, and goes down to the stinger. Tough break for Ponex. You can't really blame Ping on that one. He's pretty much got land ping, so. Oh, and the mid-air combo smacks him down to the ground and craters him. Well, we saw exit next right. Perhaps cough up an early advantage there. Ponex there. Going down himself with the rocket. So probably a fair trade. Exit now in control. And one thing about this map is once you have control, you can really corral your opponent. One of those maps where when you get somebody respawning, you can really bounce them around, get 2, 3, 4 kills off in a row. And that's going to be extremely important when you get to these high-level duels because you know your opponent can do the same thing. You just got to try to take every advantage and run with it. Put as many points on the board as possible. And then, oh, wow. Exit. Readjusting in midair after getting bounced by that flak ball, tracking that shot ball and getting that combo. Beautiful shot. That is actually very, very difficult. He looked so smooth when he did it, but to change your tracking angle at that point, whenever you're being bounced like that in midair, is actually very difficult. There's a full flak getting right in his grill. Exit next right. On the killing spree and not slowing down. That said, still plenty of time left in this one, and like I said, on this map, anytime your opponent gets a kill, there's an opportunity for them to run with it. So if you're Ponex, you really just have to try to find some sort of advantage here. Sometimes we see people ambush people to try to flip control, maybe catching them going for the shield belt, something like that. Exit's even controlling the 50 armor though, so I mean, being extremely stingy right now, picking up vials, picking up even the small armors. I mean, you can see Shock Stinger, flak, rockets, all completely maxed out on ammo. He's been really just controlling this map and perfect timing of that belt. And that's so important on this map because you can see how easy it is to get trapped down in there if you don't have perfect timing on it. When you can dive in, grab it, and get out cleanly, that is ideal. And you can see the timing of the belt and the 100 armor right now. He can go from one to the other, and that's going to be very difficult for Ponex to control. His best bet might actually be to concede. Oh, nice combo there, coming down the lift. Ponex might want to try. In a situation like this, sometimes you can have luck conceding a belt because your opponent's already stacked anyway. And then if you know that they're going from belt to 100, sometimes you can ambush them on the way. Catch them with a combo, some rockets or something. Not on the 100, but on the way. You kind of know where they're going. And being predictable is really the biggest risk you take. But right now, Exits did take some damage. I mean, there's actually pretty decent damage output by Ponex, but when you're down, you know, 100 health versus 199, and then more armor on top, Exit next right there, even damages himself, really doesn't matter. Look how stacked he still is, 184 over 150. He can pretty much do anything he wants. He can make any mistakes he wants right now, and he's still going to have a huge advantage. And there is the Rampage Exit. Going up big about halfway through this one. Give you a quick look at the scoreboard. Nice combo, and just predicting Ponex's every move right now. And at this point, Ponex may be looking for maybe a momentum shifting kind of moral victory, like going into map 2. You want to get yourself reset, but unfortunately for Ponex, I believe map 2 is going to be on a North American hub. I have seen Exit next right practicing today, so he has been practicing on all sorts of different servers with all sorts of different pings. Of course, the smart thing to do to be ready, if you know you're going to be playing on European hub, you want to be ready for that difference in the feel of the game when you have a high ping like that. Ooh, big flak ball, and this is as low as Exit's been all game. Ponex finally breaking him down, gets the kill. Maybe going for the spawn kill, needs to pick up some health. Oh, he goes for it. Exit takes him out with the Enforcer. And that one, getting that one on the scoreboard, especially with another map to play, or at least one more map to play, I should say, is so big mentally. Because if you lose map 1, it doesn't matter if you lose 50-0 or 1-0 or 50-49, right? Like a loss is a loss, but when you can't get a single point on the board, that's just a mental barrier for you whenever you have to play it in map 2. Oh, nice follow-away combo there by Ponex. Takes Exit down to 41 HP. Can he finish him off? One, actually, no, 2 more Enforcer shots would do it, but he gives up the 100 armor, going to make it a little bit more difficult. Not much shock him, but he does have 50 armor and now a flat cannon to fight with. Still 25 seconds until that belt spawn, so not going to be a whole lot for Ponex to do in that section of the map. Maybe try to cut him off heading over to that 100 armor. 100 spawns first, but not by much. We're pretty much synced up with the belt and the 100s now, so this could actually be a situation. Oh, big combo pushes him forward. Exit goes for that 100, but if he's not careful, nice shots there midair by Ponex. And Ponex can actually head straight over to the belt, but I was about to say, whoever gets that 100 may give up control of that belt, and that's exactly what happened. Exit next right, of course, with a 14 frag lead, still not afraid to stand in there, give up a death, and still control that power up. Oh, nice combo from above on Exit. Exit going down to rockets, so time is running out on Ponex, but he's showing us a little bit of the ability to come back and flip control back into his favor. And again, it's a best of 3, so if nothing else, if you're Ponex, this is going to build a little bit of confidence. A loss is a loss, right? It's either a 1 or a 0. It's binary. But losing a map with a little bit of momentum, feeling like you got something going and just ran out of time, it's a lot better for you mentally than just being dominated the whole time. So already a bit of a emotional victory here for Ponex, at least getting ready for map 2. I think he's going to run out of time. 12 kills in 2 minutes on this map is very, very difficult. It'd be pretty much a miracle. All Exit has to do, beside controlling the belt, which he still maintains. And look at that, not a single shield belt for Ponex. And twice as many 100 armor vests for Exit. A testament both to his timing and his control of the map. Actually more damage on the board for Ponex. This is one of those games where Ponex on a killing spree now with 6 HP, pulling within 10, but outputs more damage than his opponent, but still loses because he just wasn't in control of the map. The mid-air rockets coming out. Ponex trying to play Quake. Or perhaps, you know, Diabolical. Ooh, nice combo. Coming down from above, looking for the follow-up, but I think he jumped down when he really didn't mean to. And another belt goes to Exit next right. Every single belt this game going to Exit. Look at that, 9-0. And when you do 700 more damage and you're down by 10, you know, that's what you look at. You look at the pickups. I mean, we saw Exit scooping up tons of health, picking up obviously every single belt. And so that's something that you look at when you do a ton more damage and you feel like you were shooting well and playing well. That's just the nature of duel. You have to be in the right position and you have to play the map as well as your opponent. So there you go, map 1 going handily to Exit next right. Again, I'll point out, almost 20 to 25%, whatever that number ends up being, more damage for Ponex and Exit next right. But look at those armors, all in control. 16-1 armors on the small armor. Usually when you're not in control, you get at least the ability to pick up some of those. Just ruthless control of the map by Exit next right. Gave him a lot of extra ability to take those shots, tank that damage. You know, we saw him chasing him around, having 170, 180 HP on top of armor. And yeah, Ponex might hit him with 2 sniper shots, but that just doesn't even bring him down to an even playing field at that point. So really kind of textbook map by Exit, controlling it the whole way. Ponex, though, does get 6 frags on the board by the end. So, you know, mentally, like I said, that'll give you a little bit of a boost. Even seeing that damage number in the end gives you a little bit of confidence moving into map 2, but of course, we are moving to the North American hub. Pings will be a little bit more even, though we will be moving on to Ponex's map pick. So we'll see what happens there. It looks like we're going to go to NYC, so we'll get in position to jump in there. All right, Ponex and Exit both in the hub. Server is up, and we are moving right back along here. Yeah, for those of you in chat, I mean, if you're not familiar with Exit next right, he's been around for a while. We've seen him in the prior seasons as well with various teams. Especially as a dueler, he can be very streaky. He has the capability when he gets on a roll to take out pretty much anyone. But he's one of those people that sometimes if he gets inside his own head, if things, you know, if he gets kind of stuck in a respawn loop, he can also lose games that he should win. It's one of those consistency things. But when he's hot, whenever Exit's really on a roll, yeah, it can be very impressive to watch. So it'll be very interesting to see, you know, we talked about the teams and how they get better over time and how they progress throughout the season. Some individual players are the same way. Exit, I think we're only ever going to see in duel, and watching him, how he progresses, how he gets better with that consistency, gets better with keeping timing even when he loses control of it. He's a player to watch for sure, especially to see by playoff time what kind of shape he's in. All right, players are ready. Here is your countdown. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5 bringing the map 2 between Ponex and Exit next, right? Exit jumping out to a big lead early on in map 1. Ponex staged a little bit of a comeback, at the very least, made it interesting. This is Ponex's map pick, though, so his opportunity then to win his map, try to force a map 3 tiebreaker. Exit trying to win this one and put another point on the board for Mesa Gaming in this matchup. Oh, big rocket right off the bat by Ponex. Again, up the lift, and somehow Exit survives, but not for long. Rocket to snipe combo, and Ponex puts him down, takes the early lead, and catches him off the spawn. I thought Exit was going to go up to the sniper. So did he. Nice, patient shots right there. Ponex not in any hurry. We'll take a quick look here at the scoreboard. You can see relatively even pings. In map 1, Ponex actually outdamaged Exit and still lost by 10 or so. So certainly not playing poorly, but Exit just had immaculate map control on Erase. Nice sniper there by Ponex. So Exit sneaks in there, had great positioning to grab that belt. Another sniper, so this could be Ponex's opportunity. With these hit and run shots, you can really play that game on this map. Just to whittle down Exit, force him into a fight where he's got an advantage. Oh, and there's a big headshot. Opportunity to finish him off with the link gun. And this is what Ponex was lacking on Erase. Every fight he went in, Exit had a huge health and armor lead. Unfortunately, eats a rocket there. Great defensive rocket by Exit. But it seemed like every fight that happened between these two on the first map, Exit was coming in with double, triple the health and armor. And just, indicative of the fact that Ponex actually outdamaged him and still lost by double digits. Ponex chasing him down with Flak Relentless. Kind of interesting to see him use that weapon. Oh, he doesn't have any link guns. Okay. I figured he would chase him down with either Link or Stinger, but no finishing weapons. Hit that clutch shot. Trying to keep him off the shock rifle, and nice combo falling down. Ponex right now showing what can happen when you play extremely aggressive on this map. Oh, Ponex smacking him down with the mid-air Flak boop. Kisses the smiley face and goes down up 5-1 now as Ponex just a few minutes into this one. So not much happening there. Both players looking for, an engagement. And there's a big combo by Ponex, and he stomps him down for another double-digit damage. In his face now, has the sniper out. Ooh, takes some damage. I think Exit may have earned himself a belt there with those huge shots. Ponex had him right where he wanted him, thought he might be able to finish him off. Exit fell back, threw some defensive damage out there. And now Ponex on the run, trying to get his health back up. And Exit, you can see, still running the map, and again, just soaking up even the small armors, trying to be as stingy as possible. Oh, the anti-combo does some damage to Ponex. Luckily for him, doesn't fully kill him that time, not full damage. But he is going to look to try to get some free damage on Exit. Doesn't really want to engage. There's one nice sniper that gets rid of the rest of the armor. And we're going to have a huge, critical fight over this 100 armor at this point in the match. There's a big flat ball. Exit gets away with it, but only 16 HP. Either player would go down to one shot. Exit back up to 100 HP with that 50. 25 for Ponex, and they may reconvene in huge combo. That right there was a massive shot. Exit had kind of had him on the run. They took some shots back and forth, and now Ponex with control of the belt. This could be his opportunity as we reach the halfway point in just a few seconds here to try to take control of this one for good. And there's the headshot. Exit got stuck standing still. Killing spree for Ponex. So we're seeing how comfortable he looks on his own map pick. Direct rocket. Exit actually killing himself there, but more importantly, going back down to 0. And much like we talked about Ponex trying to get a point on the board at the end of the map, map 1 rather. same thing whenever you kill yourself. If you kill yourself and you go from 10 frags to 9, it's kind of not that huge of a deal. You feel a little silly, no big deal. But when you go from 1 to 0, or especially 0 to -1, that's just a huge morale killer. That said, he stood in there, kept his focus, had timing and power up still, able to get a kill back on the board and get in position to try to knock him off that belt. That said, the combos from Ponex going to push him away. He's looking for the ambush here. Oh, misses the jump. Might have actually been good for him. Falls down, throws a rocket, gets 100 damage and takes 0. So Ponex was almost in a position to get a kill there. I think if Exit hits the jump he wants, might have gone the other way. So we're seeing Exit now pretty much drawing even now. Oh, that sniper would have been huge if it would have hit. Close range rockets versus sniper. Exit still looking for a good opportunity to do some damage. Only 20 coming out. Rockets flying around the map from both players. Big flak. Oh, flak primary opportunity by Exit. He was right behind him, had his back to him, and couldn't quite connect. But he does have the chance to grab this 100 and perhaps even challenge this belt. He's up in his face with flak. He may have chased him away, so Ponex circling around behind, but he's going to be face to face with the flak cannon. And that may give Exit, there it is, a grab of that belt. So an interesting exchange right there. Exit scaring Ponex away, basically. Grabs both armors, and now he's got control of the map back and a chance to try to get a kill and maybe go on a run to catch things back up. You see the game going on right now. Exit trying to find an opportunity to get into Ponex's face. Missing a couple of jumps, but might be benefiting from that. Because again, sometimes you can miss a jump and actually be less predictable. Oh, tried to bait him to go for the vials. Goes for himself. Eats a rocket. Belts up in 5 seconds. Exit does have the high ground, but you can see what Ponex did. He did the math. He said, you know what? You can have that belt. I'm just going to take another 30 seconds or so off the clock with a 6 frag lead and bail out. So Exit completely stacked, but not finding a way to close the gap. There's a couple nice shots, but he still has to get in on him and try to finish a kill off. It's been 7-1 for quite some time. Exit's been doing a great job running the map, but he has to find his opponent here. There's a couple more shots. One more will do it, and there you go. 4 quick shots take him down. 5 frag lead. And now Exit on the hunt, looking for the respawn. Oh, misses the wall jump. That's what he wanted. Back up to that 100. Now, it may have delayed it a little bit. That might throw Ponex off on his timing. Oh, combo from above. And a nice poke with the shock rifle. That'll turn Exit away just a bit. Down to 47 HP. And if Ponex can finish him off here, that'll probably be game time. Oh, but he jumps in and takes the belt. Risky move by both players, really. Exit dives in. Ponex goes for it, even though he's nursing a lead. Exit gets the kill, and that'll keep him alive in this one. With time running out, he has to find a way to close that gap. You hear him listening for every pickup that Ponex grabs. There's a big sniper shot. He can close the gap here with the link gun. That should be a kill. Only needs 3 kills now, but down to 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. There's the headshot off the spawn. Exit pulls within 2. There's the spree. Only a minute to go, though. He's trying to bait Ponex basically to respawning near him. 100 armor is spawning. The fact that he's able to keep exact timing in the midst of this much stress and focus, very impressive. But Ponex knows he's going to have to be wildly aggressive here with less than a minute to go. Exit going for the belt. This is a risky move. He's taking a lot of time off the clock getting that power up. He's trying to stock up as much as possible. The problem is Ponex isn't playing like he normally would. If there was 5 minutes left in the game, he might have been there looking for the armor. Instead, he was backing up and hiding, looking for maybe that 100 at this point. Exit's out of time now. About a minute has elapsed since their last fight. And Exit now going to be running out of time. Ponex getting away so far. You see the The all-in right now with 10 seconds to go. There's the kill. He's got 10 seconds to track him down. Will he respawn within range? We saw an instant headshot off his spawn a minute ago. Oh, and it looks like Ponex is going to spawn in the middle of the map, exits out of position, and hangs on for a 1-frag victory. So another map where exit next right, dominating the pickups. Way more damage for Ponex. And only a 1-frag lead, so still very like similar to the line we saw in map 1. Of course, this time Ponex controlling the map a little bit more, but more to the point, finishing off those kills and escaping at the end there. An exit here offering to play the tiebreaker in the German server. Kind of surprising they're not pushing for the tiebreaker here, but looks like that's where we're going to go. Looks like it'll be DM deep. And I feel like exit next right's been very comfortable in that map in the past. Definitely seen him play it on stream a lot. Yeah, we've got one more duel to finish this one off. After this one, this will be the tiebreaker map of duel number 1. I think they said they were going to Germany, right? I did read the internet words correctly, I believe. I don't see them anyone else, so they might just be getting that hub set up. There it is. I do see it up at the bottom, so we'll go ahead and jump in there. Oh, players are in. It looks like we're live, so here we go. It's game time, baby. Connex 5. Trying to catch up to the action here as these two have jumped in and gone live. Exit versus Ponex. This will be map 3 tiebreaker between these two. Mesa taking all of the points so far. Asterisk, I'm not sure, pending final admin decisions up to this point in the matchup. This would be your 4th point on the board. Tiebreaker map. Early damage there back and forth. Ponex with the early kill. And this is one of those maps where any difference in familiarity can really be amplified because there's so much unique movement, so many shots between, you know, between grates through windows and that kind of thing that you can hit on this map. It's just such a huge gulf between players that kind of know the map and players that are really, really comfortable. At this point, though, this map shouldn't really be a secret. And when big flak ball almost knocked him off the map, you have to be careful. There's no guardrails there. Code enforcement would have a field day with this map. It's very unsafe working conditions. And Exit catches him going for that 100 armor. So Ponex perhaps getting a little greedy there. So here we go. We are tied right back up on this tiebreaker. This another one of those maps where if you can catch your opponent off the spawn, basically if you can just guess right, you can really string together some kills very quickly. We saw that almost happen on solo. I mean, a couple of quick kills towards the end there by Exit to pull back within one. Couldn't quite find him before time expired to tie it up. But a super close map too. So far dead even between these two. A couple of minutes into this one. Oh, Exit going for broke all in with that flak primary. Finally hits the home run shot, but oh, and he knocks him off the map. I was about to say gives up the belt in the process, but he falls down and then takes one more shot before he loses sight of him, pushes Ponex off the map. And that is an instant kill. And, I mean, that's a smart play. That's absolutely knowing the map. There's, I believe, only 2 places on this map where you can really easily knock someone off like that. You have to watch your footing so carefully when you're around that shield belt. And the close range flak by Ponex this time, trying to disintegrate Exit like he did to him earlier. We'll go into Ponex's perspective as you see him heading over a little bit early to the 100 armor. Oh, and the flak ball from Exit next right comes up through the bottom grate, showing great map awareness. And then Ponex answers back with the bio rifle kill. So these two are just pulling out all the stops. Showing you a little bit of everything already just 3 minutes into this one. Okay, Exit did take that belt. This time, nobody falls off the edge, so pretty standard grab. Unfortunately for Ponex, he's going to have to find himself in position to try to get access to that 100 armor. You see him throwing flak balls around, maybe not going to challenge it directly. Looks like, no, Exit's going to grab it untouched. The advantage Ponex has there, or I should say the, I guess the silver lining, if you will, is that Exit already had 150 armor, so it's not like he gave up a lot by giving up that 100. Just didn't get it himself. Did manage to stack up to 150 health on vials. Exit doing the same thing. Even grabbing the 2-pack of vials, just everyone looking for an advantage. And there's the grab of the shock rifle. That could have been huge right there. So normally shock and flak, 2 of the most important weapons to control in this map. Oh, Exit has perfect timing of the belt. Looks like Ponex maybe lost timing of it. He was trying to stay out of sight, maybe set up an ambush, but Exit just strolled right in, grabbed it, and really got out clean. Big flak primary though, and another flak ball. Ponex really turning it on. He decides to go for the chase. He's got him down to 100 HP. But Exit, smart play, going right over the top and grabbing that 100 armor right back from him. Ooh, just misses that combo. Ponex playing with fire, diving in midair. But he does stay alive. 100 armor is up now. Exit scooping, or trying to scoop up the shield belt, but he's a little bit early, so this may be a mistake by Exit. He goes around for the 100 armor, but he gives up the belt. I don't know if he lost timing or just decided he was fine taking time off the clock. He does have a 2-frag lead halfway through it. I'm very surprised to see him in position for belt and leave the area when he could have sat there and maybe tried to throw some combos and catch Ponex trying to make his way over there. He does take a lot of that armor off of Ponex. So Ponex, you can see up to 187 health. Relatively low armor for both. He takes a big combo from behind. He's going to be running away now. Has that flak out, so Exit has to be careful. Remember, he smacked him with the flak ball earlier in the game. They both trade damage, but Exit gets the best of him and has that 100 armor right on top of him now with the ability to stay on top, still in control, and try to turn out maybe another couple kills. All right, down under the 4-minute mark here. Still a 3-frag lead. Exit trying to make it 4, and there it is. That's a nice setup right there. Extending that lead, and that's going to be just more buffer. So even if Exit gives up control of the map, even if Ponex puts together a couple of kills, every little extra kill here is just going to try to extend that comeback he's going to have to make. You hear the pickups. Exit showing great familiarity with this map. Every time Ponex picks something up, he knows exactly where he is. Oh, he runs out of shock ammo, can't defend himself. Ponex gets in his face with shock, takes the 100 and gets the kill. Running out of ammo there could be crucial. Let's keep an eye out now on what happens with the score. Oh, almost another kill off the spawn. That was great prediction by Ponex, but just slightly off on the timing. We've now got a 3-frag game, and if Ponex is able to come back into this one, think about running out of that shock ammo there, right by the 100 armor. Now he's able to push him off of that belt. 2 snipes, though. Nice defensive snipes by Exit. One more shot would have taken him out. He's able to defend himself. That forces Ponex to back up and grab armor. Oh, kind of surprised here. Ponex going for the 3-pack of rockets. Does get the kill, but would have expected him to pull out Link or something like a finisher weapon. Anyway, works out for him. Only a 2-frag deficit now. And Exit now has to regroup and try to figure out what does he want to do. He's been pretty good at keeping timing of things when he's lost control of the map and in these kind of situations. But now he's going to have to make decisions like which power-ups does he go for? Which armors does he go for? 100 armor is actually up right now, and Ponex nowhere in position to challenge it. That's going to give it for free to Exit, who I'm sure was debating with himself, saying, where is he? Is he waiting to ambush me? Where's he coming from? And unfortunately for him, or unfortunately for Ponex, out of position. See him trying to bait him. Oh, and Exit with the midair flak, and that might be the kill that puts him over the top. Just got in position for that shield belt ahead of time. Kind of the opposite we saw. Oh, beautiful combo coming up the lift. We don't see that upper area right there used enough, in my opinion. But anyway, Exit we saw cough up a belt earlier in the match. Maybe losing track of it, or again, maybe it was a strategic decision. They basically give a free belt to Ponex. Oh, big shot, knocks him around in midair. And the follow-up right there, beautiful tracking by Exit. And of course, map knowledge allowing him to predict there. Weird crab jump there by Exit on top of the platform. And there is a rocket jump, and he's just going to go ahead and... Oh, is he going to try to taunt and fall off the map? I wasn't sure what his goal is here. But it looks like he is in position to finish this one off strong. Less than a minute to go. Looking for the 360 combo. Not going to happen. I think these two were just kind of goofing off at this point. Ponex knows he's going to be out of time. We'll take a look at the scoreboard. Pretty back and forth. I mean, you saw the score was... pretty much dead even. Exit next right, pulling away in the end here. A couple of big plays by both players, a couple of missteps by both players. You saw Exit there, of course, running out of shock ammo, giving Ponex a chance to come back one last time. Saw Exit push him off of the map with the shock. Saw goo kills, just a lot of just everything really in this match, so... So there you go. Exit next right, finishing it off strong, taking another point for Mesa in this tiebreaker. So we are now to our last duel of the matchup here. MOW versus Mesa. Keep an eye out for that server to pop up. I'll give you a look at the rankings while we're at it. That is the schedule. There you go. Rankings up. I do see some people warming up. It looks like All-Star is already getting warmed up in the Brazil server. Of course, we have LATAM coming back for the last matchup of the day versus All-Stars. After this duel, we'll be throwing it over to Dusik again to close the night off. So if you see this channel go offline for just a little bit in between when I sign off, when he signs on, just take that opportunity to grab yourself a drink, maybe a snack. And I don't know, you might need to reset the stream. You might not. I haven't had to in the past, but just be aware that my last duel today is coming up next, but then we've got a whole other matchup. All right, looks like match might be up. We'll refresh. There it is. Toxic Shade versus Fast Break. Jumping in right now.
Hail to the king.
All right, closing this match out. We've got Fast Break for MOW, Toxic Shade for Mesa. Toxic Shade, of course, along with Exit Next Right, being basically a dual specialist for Mesa. And it looks like we do have rankings updated on the website. So if anybody's checking that, go ahead and hit your refresh button. And you will be caught up with the rest of the class. Looks like Fast Break needs to take a break really fast. perhaps making some breakfast. And we'll be ready to get started here. All right, we are back. Players are ready. We are rolling into it. Kicking off the last duel of the day for these two teams. Here is your countdown. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5 closing out MOW versus Mesa. This will be the last duel of this matchup. And then we've got Latam versus All-Stars to finish off our week. Ooh, up close and personal with those rockets. Early damage, answering back with the shock. Both players down under 30 HP. And the first shot was going to get a kill. That splash damage from the rocket. Toxic up early, 1-0. Misses that combo. That could have been another kill. Instead has to face check fast breaks combo. Comes out alive, but has to be careful here. That armor's not going to give him full protection with only 10 HP. Fast break knows that. Wisely tracks him down. Gets the kill and pulls back even. So fast break there, you see him listening for those vials up top, a split second late. Now he's trying to throw down Stinger, basically daring Toxic to come down that hallway towards the shield belt. Nice work with the alt fire to disrupt his movement. Basically trying to just cut him off at this point. Now Toxic still has over 100 health, so it's not like he has to go pick up any health packs. All he has to do is knock him away just like that, long enough to grab that 100 armor. And now, oh, and the sniper shot. Toxic right back in control of this one. Down to 3 HP is fast break. Luckily for him, Toxic Shade falls off of the ledge and allows him to escape and try to run away. Now Toxic's going to use that opportunity then to pick up some armor. Maintain that health and armor lead, but I think Fast Break's going to be happy to just sit here, wait for that 100, decide if he wants to jump for it. Might even just give it up and try to scoop up some health. Oh, but he takes another shot. Toxic right now. Oh, back and forth though with that huge flak primary. That'll pull them both down under 60 HP. One snipe will take down either one. Unfortunately for Fast Break, Toxic Shade had better timing of that belt, was able to get in position. And that'll give him a much more comfortable position to attack from here. So Fast Break on the run, down to 20 HP. Remember, we're still tied up. Despite control flipping back and forth between these two, only a 1-1 game. Both playing very cautious, waiting for it to for a surefire opportunity, I should say, before going all in. 10 seconds till his belt spawns. Toxic is here very early. We'll see if Fast Break can make him pay. He's throwing flak balls down at him. The big flak primary takes him down to 8 HP, and he's stuck down in here at this point. Oh, and he misses it. Toxic had the opportunity to grab that belt and get back in his face. Instead, he missed it. Fast Break dove straight on it, got it first, hit the shot. And now he can follow up and try to turn 1 kill into 2. He's in the lead and in control. Oh, 2 snipers in a row. Fast break now really turning it on. Only 65 HP. They can't be ultra aggressive here. But he knows he's going to have the armor advantage, and he knows he's going to have much better stock of weapons. I do see him also consistently cycling through those health vials up top, but then he chases Toxic, and Toxic with the fadeaway combo makes him pay, and again ties it back up off the spawn. He has an opportunity to take the lead here with the respawn right in front of him. Nice combo, but doesn't connect. A little bit of damage, and Toxic a little bit early to the belt again, but it looks like it won't be a problem. Actually, a huge combo. Nice job threading the needle. That also knocked him off of that shock. So pretty good damage, but also allowed him to pick up another shock rifle. He otherwise would have been out of ammo. Close range, both relying on hit scan. He finally pulls out the link gun, and both players under 60 HP. One snipe will get a kill here from either one. 100 armor is up. Who will be the first to get it? It looks like a foot race. Neither player wants to commit themselves because they know the other one, is waiting for him. And there it is. Toxic grabbing the armor, diving in, taking the lead, and a chance to double that. If he can catch him off the spawn, he has to be careful though. He has rockets in his face. Fast break trying to even it right back up with one more shot. Both players at 10 HP, and there it is. Toxic corrals him right back around the corner. Still extremely low in health, and this time he grabs the belt and the follow-up snipe. Clutch shot there by Toxic. Did have the 150 armor though, and that belt on top of health will be a little bit better than what we saw when he grabbed the 100 armor on top of low health. So smart play there by Toxic, knowing exactly what he could afford to do. Pushes it up to a 3 frag lead as we pass the halfway point of this map. All right, so Toxic Shade right now still got a little bit of control, but down to 46 HP. He's going to have to be on the run. Big grab of the 100 armor by Fast Break. Pins him to the wall. He has 1 HP. Somehow Toxic escapes with 1 health. Fast Break now gets 1 shot on him, and there's the follow-up facing down Link. Clutch shot to keep his focus. And now Fast Break with the shield belt. That is the 3rd belt for him. You can see they're split right down the middle. Toxic chasing him down, but he could go down again, and he does. So he breaks down Fast Break's lead, or Fast Break's armor advantage, I should say. But lead down to 1. Fast Break on the run, 37 health. Catches Toxic Shade facing the wrong direction, so I think Toxic anticipated him going towards belt. Fast Break landed right behind him. Didn't get the kill, but got some heavy damage. And that'll send Toxic Shade running for health. Fast Break, though, out of shock ammo. We'll see if that plays a factor here. He's going to circle back around and grab some. Right now, just trying to zone him off of that health. He's got him tied up in the corner. Oh, he goes down for the flak, and that allows Toxic Shade to back up and maybe get to this shield belt again. Oh, that could be a critical move. Toxic backs up, hits him with the flat ball, and gets the kill. What a turnaround right there by Toxic Shade. Was dead to rights. Backs up, nails him with the flat ball, and gets the shield belt. This could very easily be a tie game. Instead, it's a 2 frag lead. That was a big point in the match. Keep that in mind if this ends up being a 1 to 2 frag game. That was a crucial play. Oh, Toxic catches him going up the jump pad. Those jump pads, you're such a sitting duck in midair. Anytime someone with decent aim has a shock rifle or a sniper rifle, you gotta be careful. And Toxic there, you saw him getting the snipe and not even looking for the follow-up. Just wants to keep Fast Break on the run. Less than 2 minutes to go. 5 seconds till the belt spawns. Looks like he's just looking to keep him at bay. Oh, just mistimed that combo. And fast break now with a huge play by the shield belt. Times those rockets perfectly. You can see Toxic got there a little bit early. Ate some rockets from behind, knocked him off, and now fast break. Doesn't stack up a ton of armor there, but does give him the opportunity to keep Toxic Shade a little bit weak. Now it's all going to be up to fast break to figure out when to take his chances. Toxic Shade blasts him in midair, sends him down to 5 HP. And now we're going to have a mid-air confrontation. I think Toxic's going to be happy to run away. He's back up to 26 health. Fast break with 15, both players a cough away from death. 2 more shock primaries. Take him down, and Toxic, again, in the exact same spot, baits him into chasing him towards that 50 armor and comboing him. Remember, early on in the match, there was a big turning point when Toxic Shade was on the run and did the exact same thing against Fast Break. Almost an identical shot. I'd like to see those side by side. If someone wants to do a run back and get fancy with the live replay, those were very, very similar situations. And I think at this point, Toxic Shade has the clock on his side, probably gonna hang on, but what a back and forth game between these two. Big risk taken, sometimes them paying off, sometimes not. And these guys just going at it during map 1. So there you go, map 1, gonna go to Toxic Shade for Mesa Gaming. I'm not sure if they're gonna switch hubs this match, but we'll see what happens. Toxic now trying to close out. Yeah, looks like they're gonna go then to Phoenix. All right, so we'll change servers and we'll be back with you in just a bit. Toxic trying to finish off his day with another point for Mesa Gaming. Fast break. Just a couple of kills away from taking that one, but he's got a chance now in the European hub to play with the favorable ping and try to force a map 3 tiebreaker. Subscriptions coming in. Appreciate that, guys. Kiaxes and Psy. So again, don't go anywhere. This is going to be the last duel that I'm casting for the day. And the last duel of this matchup, we still do have Latam coming back to face off against All-Stars. Dusic's going to bring you that one. I'll send you out on my side. He'll be jumping in right after. So just keep that in mind. If I'm done and the stream goes down for a second, you know, watch whatever ads they play. I think I saw one for a Chex, the Chex FPS game, Chex Quest. I guess they're remaking that and it's on Steam. I mean, you talk about repackaging old nostalgia. Are we going to see like the Nerf Blaster Arena game remade again? That was basically an Unreal Tournament mod. Anyway, my childhood is just being reformatted and remixed and sold back to me, and I should be used to it by now, but I'm not. That one hits close to home. I think AVGN might have an episode about Chex Quest. That's just one of those weird, bizarre games. All right, we are in Phoenix server. And we are on a race. Map 2 between these two. They're ready. Here's your countdown. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5 bringing you map 2 between Fast Break and Toxic. MOW trying to get a point on the board against Mesa. Toxic Shade trying to finish things off strong. He did take map 1 and what was really a tug of war between these two. It will be a bit of a ping advantage for Fast Break on this server. You can see right there. See if he can bring it home and force a map 3. We just saw a map 3 tiebreaker in that previous duel. Early kill there going to Fast Break. This is going to be a wide open map. Lots of long distance play. So this is actually a map where if you're going to play with high ping, this is one you can maybe make work. You can rely on shock and sniper a lot. Keep your distance. try to just take your shots and maneuver around, and Toxic Shade does just that to pull right back into it. Oh, the chase down there. Fast break with the stinger. So difficult to escape on this map. Again, you have these wide open areas where if you get caught, in situations like that, just chews you up. So smart play there by Fast Break, knowing he's playing an opponent with no armor. These finisher weapons can be deadly. People forget about that. You don't necessarily have to do spike damage before you engage with the finisher weapon. See that 12 damage a shot, just eating up all of his health. Takes him down 4-1, and now Fast Break down to 35 HP, but able to grab that armor. And this is looking a lot like a UT99 stock match. If you guys can remember the high-level duels back in like the WCG days and such, really early on in the UT99 high-level games. Guys like Zolg and and Excess Pain and all them. You used to see a whole lot of minigun versus minigun action. So Fast Break bringing it to his old school. Really, I think more a function of the map than anything. Trying to get that secure damage. Oh, just matrixes around that rocket. But it put him in good position. He is now up 5-1. 6-1 with the killing spree. And the ability to try to close this map strong and force a tiebreaker. A huge flat primary. You heard that butchered, full damage. Instant kill, turns Toxic Shade into a nice spicy paste. And was that a headshot? That might have been. And then another shot by Toxic snipes him down just like that. He is right back into it. He's going to need to hit another couple shots here if he wants to convert another kill. Oh, he's out of ammo, I think. Only sniper ammo left. There's the shock rifle. Okay. I was about to say, Toxic stuck with only the sniper rifle. Not going to have a lot of options. But the shock primary coming up huge. One more shot will do it. Fast Break doubles back on him to get the health. That was such a risky move, but it paid off. But Toxic chases him down. And there's the sniper shot back within 4. Not even halfway through this one, so plenty of time to go. Big combo up top. Oh, and the chase down with the stinger again. It puts so much pressure on Toxic there to hit his shock primaries to try to push him away. Did just enough there to survive. And dodges Fast Break sniper. You saw what he was doing, trying to line him up. Doesn't work out, but I like the idea by Fast Break. Toxic's going to have to be aware of those sniper ambushes like that, but as it is, 100 armor up now in the fall away flak. Huge kill there by Toxic. 100 armor's up. Can Toxic beat Fast Break to that 100? That would be massive. And there he goes, gets the kill, pulls within 3, and now has full control of the map. And the headshot off of the combo, that was completely blind. Toxic somehow makes that happen. And he is on fire with the sniper rifle now, the 180 to pull back within 1. So these two players have just exchanged killing sprees. We have ourselves a game as we approach the halfway point. Another kill, basically off the spawn, and Toxic in control. Ties it up, and again, 5 minutes to halfway point coming up right now. We are back dead even. So Toxic, all the momentum right now and hitting everything at the moment. It has to be careful. Fast Break trying to smack him down with some flak primary. Not going to connect. So here's the trick. If you're Fast Break, you have to beat him over to that 100 armor. Now, you cannot afford to give up another 100 on top of that belt. Only 60 HP, though, so he has to be careful. One snipe would kill him. Lands a little bit of damage with that flak. That might be enough to clear a path for the 100 armor. He does get it. Takes some damage in the process. Oh, and another mid-air flak ball this time. You saw the smiley face right in Toxic Shade's face, and Fast Break now. Oh, he falls down right in front of him. Toxic beats him. And a huge shot there by Toxic Shade. Only 63 HP, but back in the lead. Another headshot by Toxic. Critical timing there. We'll take a look. He's been shooting extremely well this game. Look at that 46% sniper. Multiple headshots, including that clutch one through the combo. He does give up the belt, though. I think Fast Break there just tricked him, basically gave him the old okie doke. 3 snipers in a row, though, and Toxic Shade is on fire. He turns his back to his opponent, though. Interesting move. Fast Break's going to stay aggressive. Now he's got him down to 67 HP. I think Fast Break has taken Toxic by surprise a couple of times with his consistent aggression. There's been times when he's had lower HP and Toxic has basically turned his back thinking he's going to go stock up. And that's given Fast Break the opportunity to get kills like that. Still got 15 seconds till the 100 armor spawn, so not a whole lot to soak up between now and then. We'll take a quick look at the scoreboard while we can. Oh, big flat comes out and Fast Break catches him getting stuck in the lift. Only 55 HP, but he's going to have 100 armor to back it up, and that is huge. That said, Toxic does grab shield belt across the map, so these two dead even. Toxic Shade has a little bit more health and armor, but fewer weapons to choose from. Anything can happen at this point. Tense moments. Again, Toxic taking map 1. Fast Break trying to force a map 3. So both players on the run. Fast Break trying to stay alive. Toxic Shade, though, hasn't been able to grab that 100 armor. This could be a critical fight over this 100. Both players really wanting that one. Fast Break dives in and still uses shotgun, hits the shots. What a risk there. I thought he was going to dive in and switch to rockets. Had no ammo. Didn't have any flat cannon either. Goes up close with the shock, almost falls down there, but it causes him to miss it. Toxic now has 100 armor, but only 10 health. He has to get back up before he gets chased down. There's the Stinger. Rockets coming out, close range on the belt, and Fast Break gets the Stinger kill on top of the belt, and that might be a spawn kill, which could possibly do it, but he can't track him down. So Fast Break sees his opponent respawn right in front of him. I think maybe he just wanted to avoid taking damage, wanted to go immediately to get some health. Slow things down a bit. With the clock on his side, all he has to do at this point is just try to stay alive. That 100 armor grab was huge. Oh, and that's a big follow-up kill. Gives him another extra cushion. And with a minute to go, that might be the kill that puts Fast Break in the lead for good. Toxic's going to have to be blindly aggressive now. You see him diving in his face with that link. Just hoping for a big, big batch of damage. Doesn't get it. Fast Break's going to stay alive, get another kill, and I think that's going to do it. So we will have a map 3 tiebreaker again between these two teams. All right, looks like they're going to go back to NY, and we will play our tiebreaker there.
Hail to the king, baby.
All right, map 3 going live. We're going to be on Leah, a much more close range map. Anything can happen here. Players are ready. Here is your countdown. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5. Bringing you the last map between these two teams. Mesa versus MOW. First duel. Went to a third map tiebreaker. This one, same deal. Bringing us some really close matches here. We saw some huge shots sniper-wise. You know, Sniper and Shock really coming up big on a race. This is going to be a much more close-range affair, though. We'll see how the weapon preferences come into play. We'll see if sometimes a 3-pack of rockets or a full flak primary can make a huge difference. But there we go. Shock versus Sniper. Both players hitting big shots, doing nice damage. But Toxic Shade coming out with the lead. Oh, Toxic Shade, another combo this time. Gets the kill and the shield belt, and another one off the spawn, up 3-0 early on. And that is so huge, the way these players have been back and forth. To take that early lead and give yourself that extra buffer. Combos bouncing around back and forth. Oh, Toxic going all in here. He's got the extra health to withstand that barrage from Fast Break. Fast Break has to bail with 5 HP. Tries to double back with some combos. We've seen him do that. We saw him do that in the last map. Occasionally he would double back around and catch Toxic Shade unaware and get some free damage. Doesn't work out this time though. Oh, close range Sniper coming out. But there is that Link, so hard to get away from in this map. Oh, and it puts so much pressure when you're trying to snipe up close. So killing spree now for Toxic. Quick 5-0 lead. Oh, big rockets from behind, and they trade kills there. So complete reset. Toxic respawn near Shock Rifle. It's not up. Fast Break gets the Sniper up top and rockets. There is the Shock Rifle. So Toxic, smart play coming off that spawn, catches him with the shock, controls 100 armor, and this is an extremely high-scoring game for Leah. This is a map that can be slowed down quite a bit if both players want to play cautiously, but right now both very aggressive. All right, belt does go to Toxic, and the falling Sniper, nice shot to get early damage and able to then engage, and gets him with the runaway Link gun. Bit of a lucky kill there, Toxic. Oh, and an unlucky spawn for Fast Break, up 9-1. Toxic now completely in control of this one. Close range Sniper by Toxic. Not often you see Sniper versus Flak work out close range, but right now he's just hitting everything. Fast Break can turn this around in an instant though, if he can hit something like a Flak Ball, Flak Prime. And there's one Flak Ball. We can follow it up with another one. There it is. And fast break now, all of a sudden, back on the board. You can get in his face. He can do some big damage, and both players take heavy damage. Toxic Shade survives, but only with 22 HP. Does keep timing of that belt. That's so important. We've seen that so many times today where even if you're down under 50 HP, if you can get that belt, all of a sudden, got that advantage right back. Ooh, Rocket's coming down from above. Toxic in a tough spot right here. Fast break actually has a bit of an angle to do some damage, but the rising sniper shot. Toxic Shade is just so confident with his aim right now. And another one behind. That's actually a pretty easy shot. Catching him going up that lift, or I should say a jump pad rather. And right now, fast break just finding himself being a little too predictable with his aggression. Toxic Shade making him pay. He's going to give up the 100 armor, but might be able to snag this belt. If fast break doesn't get there in time, way out in front of it, but he does manage to get it. So still a 10 frag lead. And now a good amount of armor to back it up. Oh, Toxic dives right into a shock ball, so this could be problems for him. Fast break's going to be on the hunt, trying to track him down. And you can see fast break just trying to ambush him, trying to anticipate. That's so important on this map. To basically just predict where your opponent's going to go and try to cut him off. When you're trying to finish off a kill like that, Toxic Shade still running around with 34 HP. A single snipe will take him down. Oh, he just misses it, but he ran him off the 100 armor. Unfortunately for fast break, I think Toxic's going to beat him over to that shield belt, and that's going to be a huge grab that allows him to survive that snipe. Close range rockets, so going to be a battle back and forth. Toxic has a little bit less health. And fast break now needs to get in front of him again. He's got the shock rifle in his hands, which will give him a little bit more versatility. But Toxic back up to 94 HP. That's exactly what he wanted. Look at how much time he took off the clock and somehow came away alive. I feel like fast break at this point, having a really tough time tracking him down. Listening for footsteps and pickups, and it's just not happening. And Toxic Shade perfectly happy to stand still on his side. He does grab that 50. Fast break hears that and goes ahead and scoops up the 100 armor, but I think he's seeing the 3-minute warning and saying, oh man. 10 frags on Leah, very difficult to make up. Oh, Rocket's back and forth, both players down, less than 80 HP. Fast break has no real options. He has to go for it. Beautiful combo up the jump pad. Snags himself a shield belt. Has to find Toxic off the spawn. He does. One more shot can get him another kill. Back within 8. 0 time remaining. There's 2.5 minutes left. Needs one more shot here to get another kill. Oh, and he does get it. Back to 7 frag lead. So fast break on a roll here. Time's still going to be extremely tight on a map where you can keep your distance so effectively. One sniper to the back. He's managed to track down Toxic. He's out in front of him and he runs head on into him. Oh, unfortunately for him, Toxic had the link out just in time. And I think that's going to be the final opportunity he had. So Toxic Shade here. Looks like he's going to earn Mesa another point on the board and another exciting tiebreaker. Back-to-back third map tiebreakers in our duels for this one. There's going to be the concession. Fast break knows it is over. Toxic Shade finishing it off strong. And Mesa putting some more points on the board. We'll head over to our rankings. Give you a look at those. So again, this page is going to be updated a little bit as time goes on. Of course, you know, plenty of matches left to play in this season. We're about halfway through. If you check out the schedule, of course, we do have LATAM versus All-Stars coming up next. Dusik will be jumping in for that soon. We're a little bit behind schedule, so I'm going to close this off quickly. So, yeah, first and foremost, of course, go to UTProLeague.com. All the info will be there. Thanks, everyone, for joining us for these 2 matches in the middle of the day. Thanks, Dusik, for taking the early one. And Dusik, of course, will be throwing it over to him to take the last match of the day coming up next. So don't go anywhere. If the stream goes down, of course, just refresh it. We'll be here for you. Watch some weird ads that might pop up, you know, whatever.